Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're thinking. Who's this handsome guest right now? What is going on? What happened to Ray? Welcome back to Dog Talks, everyone. This is the show for the stoners, for the cool cats, for the misfits. Welcome back to Doug Talks, everybody. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is Doug Talks, the greatest podcast of all time. I am your host, Doug, and next to me, we have one of the greatest rappers in the Arkansas game, in the Oklahoma game, in the weed game, in the business game. I'm telling you right now, handsome motherfucker, got the dreads on lock, pun intended. We have one of the best growers, one of the best artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, and businessmen that I know, and I have the honor to call a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tuzzy Treez LLC, we have Mr. Tuzzy. How are you feeling, my friend?
Man, Doug, that was a great introduction, man.
Dude, of course, you gotta give flowers, man.
Do you work on these?
Never.
That's
they're
crazy.
they're always on the cusp, man.
So that's pure energy?
Yeah, you gotta watch Saturday morning cartoons. It's a different intro for all 70 episodes and everything else that we do. They're always.
I'm definitely sleeping. I'm sorry.
No, you're perfectly fine, man.
Yeah, I tune in. Yeah.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you in the studio. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. It is truly an honor to have you here, bro. Like, how are you doing?
Man. Right now, life is great, Doug.
Yeah, I believe it.
I took some time off to work on myself and came back on the scene, and I feel like it's the best decision I ever made.
Yeah, take a little time away is always great, man.
Straight up.
So you and I are boys. However, I don't know fully that much about your career as Tuzzy, as the entire entrepreneur sensation that you are in every business venture that you have. I don't know much about all of it. And so that's why I want to have you here today, strictly so not only do I get to know you, but my fans and other people get to know you even better.
Yeah.
First of all, how did the name Tuzzy come about?
Tuzzy, man, that's a great question. So,
is it like me, where it's an old nickname? Is it short from like your name?
It's short for my last name. My last name is Tuzzy.
Love it. Okay.
Italian origin. I have some Italian in my family.
I respect it. Okay.
So let me give you a backstory. I'm Puerto Rican and Italian.
Okay.
And I'm black and I'm Cherokee. So those are all the races I am. So
Yeah.
my last name, the origin is Tuzzy. One time, my middle child, we were in the back seat of the car and he was trying to say his last name and he just kept saying, "My name is Tuzzy, Tuzzy." So he said it so many times it just stuck. And so ever since then I just ran with it.
Oh, wow.
So that he actually, my son created that name, basically.
Damn, that's insane. How long ago was that?
Man, I've been doing music now since 2017, so that was probably in about 2016, 2017. Okay. Yeah.
About eight years ago? Yeah, Goodness gracious, man.
Yeah.
I know you don't fuck with blunts.
Oh, man, yeah, I don't smoke blunts for a lot of reasons, but we'll go into that another time. But definitely you puff on that. And if you would like to puff on this Cubano, we can pass that.
This is incredible.
Pass that back and forth.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know now, you know. Welcome to the Smoke Box. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man, you are a diamond in the rough, man. You are a dime a dozen, a jack of all trades. You are doing clothes, stick. You're doing anything and everything you can get your hands on.
Anything that I can create
and
that'll bring a smile to anybody's face. Yeah, I'm trying to get it. Everybody expresses themselves through clothing, so that was my main thing, was to try to. My mom did a good job of spoiling me, so I've always had nice clothes. So I was like, I want to make nice clothes,
Oh, okay.
So that's how, I always had nice clothes and shoes. Now I'm like, I want to make those nice clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
Then I want to make them affordable for the people that had the single moms.
Okay.
You feel what I'm trying to say? So I'm trying to bring it all full circle. There's a big scheme into my madness.
Okay, I fucks with that, man. When you started making music in 2017, man, what got you into music? Like, what came first, the clothing brand and or strictly just the music first?
Music first. Music was like, it just kind of, I always just freestyle all the time. That's my creation. That's how I make my songs, just by freestyle and by energy and by vibe. So me and my friend, it goes by Nick at Night. We changed his name now. He's gonna go by Night and Days.
Okay.
But so Night and Days, he's an EDM DJ. But he's been doing beats since I met him, since we were in 7th grade. So he would do the beats. We would smoke some Reggie, you know.
Yeah.
Steal, take
yeah.
it from our parents, and then,
I remember the old days.
you just roll it in the paper 20 times. We would smoke. He would make a beat on a drum pad, and then I would rap. So that's how music came about. Was me and him chilling, and then, I don't know if you ever heard of Co-Motivation or Polo the Thrill. Have you heard of Polo the Thrill?
I have.
Yeah. So he's a local legend. You know, shout out to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him and D.O.U.G took me under their wing, and when they had Co-Motivation, they actually was like, man, you're dope. Get on stage and put your music out. So. Ever since they believed in me and gave me that chance to get on stage, I've been going hard ever since, man.
Okay.
I kind of got blessed in.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to do what I do and work with everybody.
Yeah.
To kind of bless them into.
Yep. Because you're not that type of person to gatekeep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm good on that right now. I'm gonna smoke a little easy.
I'm absolutely loaded.
So you started in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Polo and everyone were able to bring you in, kind of show you the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what was your first song?
My first song.
Do you remember it?
The first song I made and tried to put out, we called it, at the time, was called High Life.
Okay.
And my song that I shot a music video with that's on the online, it has Randall the Entertainer as the Grinch in it. It's called Better Days.
Okay.
So the end of that song is actually the very first song I ever made. So nobody really knows that. So when I created that song, which I created that song strictly for the Lit Room with Live Maze.
Yes.
So
everyone, that video will be linked in the description below.
Yes, thank you. So I specifically made that song for that video, and then I liked it so much I actually shot a music video to it too. Probably wasn't the best marketing strategy. I probably could have got another video made, but long story short,
the hype of that song itself.
Everybody liked it so much that I just wanted 2 visuals for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people don't know, but it meant a lot to me because it was the very first verse I ever written. So
okay.
Yeah. So if you go back and listen to it, counting bread, smoking right around grand. You know, that was like one of the first verses I ever wrote. So I put that in there.
I love that shit. I love asking artists these questions because they always have like the hardest time admitting.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I forgot about this song. Yeah. I want to know. The fans are gonna want to know. You're gonna want to think about that one day and be like, fuck yeah, I made that song. Damn, Doug got me.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool. Ryan Bisco made a song called Fresh Pair of Nikes. And he was like, I want to say in the 7th or 8th grade.
Word.
Yeah. And he can't stand it being played.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You know what's wild? I can't stand any of my songs being played.
Oh, me either.
Any. My mom was trying to jam them. I'm like, Mom, man, can we tone it down?
Oh, dude, is it here? Here's the thing. My homie Cloud, he refuses to not play my bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like stuff with real bad quality.
Yeah.
And stuff that he and I did together. Not that he and I are bad on the song together, but like it's bad.
It's like cringy or cringeworthy.
It's like
or cringe what they say.
It's pre-COVID music, and I'm like, yo, come on, man, just stop. And he's like, that's how he'll introduce people to my music, and I'm like,
you have to, because you have to see what your quality is now. It makes it that much more better. You know what I mean?
Well, he doesn't show people the new stuff.
Show the new. Oh,
no,
man.
That's why I'm like, you're scaring the fans away, bro. Yeah.
No, there's just, when you start, there's this understanding to where it's supposed to sound a certain way.
Yeah,
you're
no, absolutely.
To get better every time you make a song.
You're supposed to grow, without a doubt. Exactly. It's just hearing the music as you were growing, you were growing with. Oh, it hurts. It hurts bad. So, all the songs that you've made over the years, what's your favorite song that you've made? Because you've been making music for 7 years now.
Yeah, so, man, my favorite song I made?
Damn near a decade.
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, yeah, the favorite song I made probably is That Hands Up. That Hands Up. I say That Hands Up because I performed it live.
But it's incredible.
But honestly, I lacked, and I released the video first, and I just now am releasing the audio July 17th of this year. So July 17th, that's officially dropping Hands Up. Hands Up was a song very near and dear to my heart. In town, the police it was a police-involved shooting, and that killed my friend.
I want to know, what's the worst song that you've made?
The worst song?
Yes. Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, in my opinion, in my personal opinion,
yeah, in your personal opinion.
Man, my worst song is funny.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Okay.
Worst song, Worthy. It's a pretty popular song. Randall the Entertainer was on it. OGC was on it. So it's a pretty popular song, but I say it's my worst song because it was like completely freestyled. Completely, like super completely, to the point to where their verses were so good. Looking back, I'm like, damn, I should have wrote my verse.
Yeah, I have been there.
You feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you're absolutely.
And like the energy was cool, the vibe was cool, like
You're
you know what
preaching
I'm
to the
saying?
choir, man.
But I was like, man, because that was the very first music video we ever did, and we paid for Live Maze to shoot it, Live Sosa. So then I was like, I really should have took this song more serious. That way, people would have took me more serious as an artist rather than this dude's just talking about a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, you're preaching to the choir, man. I've freestyled many a verse. I freestyled the entire "I Need You" song, that country song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've freestyled the entire.
Yeah, but
thing.
I mean, it makes for great energy and content. You can't re-emulate that vibe and energy, and people don't realize that.
Yep.
And I have a hard time re-emulating that. So that's why I'm like, let's make a song now.
Oh yeah,
let's record it now today.
100%. Yeah, I am the exact same way. The second I get a hold of Perry, the second I get a hold of my engineer, I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah. You're not gonna send me the songs later. You don't get to leave till you send me what I've done. I have to know, like, we're doing this now. Do now.
Yeah, but back to you, Kristen. Yeah, Worthy, man.
Worthy.
And I say that we've had people screaming that with the lyrics to that song in Fayetteville, in the cities that we aren't even from, and I still think today that it's my worst song, and people are like, I love this song. I love it. So, but that's my personal opinion.
I understand.
Yeah,
I've been there. Okay.
Sure.
You've toured. You've been on multiple shows.
Yeah.
How many live shows would you say? Over a dozen?
Over my entire life?
Yeah. Well over a dozen.
Yes,
Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
What is the worst state to perform in?
The worst state to perform in?
Yeah.
Man, that I've only performed in 2, so it's pretty unbiased. It's either Arkansas or Oklahoma for me.
Okay, what's the worst town then?
The worst town? It's probably like those little country towns. You know what I'm talking about. Them little country towns.
Yeah.
Where
there's like
you
4
don't know
patrons
anybody.
at the bar.
Yeah, and then those are actually good shows because you meet good people.
Right.
You meet good people. But there's a but. You know what I'm saying?
There's always, yeah.
If you don't know anybody in those towns, those shows, to you, you say they're your worst shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, those would be like my worst experiences. The small towns to where I didn't really know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here saying this, but I'm like, dang, I've turned every experience into good. So even if the show wasn't good, I've always met somebody good. I'm like, I'm glad I went.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You always make the most of it.
Definitely
Yes.
the smaller towns to where the population is low. That's definitely probably the ones that are the worst because the police don't know you, so then they're all on your ass, and then you don't know if you can smoke weed. I'm a big smoker, so I'm like, I gotta know if I can smoke at least in the parking lot.
Something. Dude.
So if I don't even know that, that's probably the worst experience. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What does an artist do and don't for performing live?
Performing live? That's a good question. Let's see. Artists do or don't forget to shout out the right people.
Damn right. Smart. Very good answer.
I don't know if people realize that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just you get to the show and you have so many people that helped you get the show, and then you shout out to so many people and you forget like the one person that really actually got you the fucking show, and then they're like, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's probably the thing is, come prepared. Yeah. So you can shout out the right person, and so your shit's right. And please, guys, quit fucking using the vocals behind your shit.
Nah, fuck that.
Please.
Fuck that. You can't. You gotta work with what you got. Sometimes it's okay.
No, and I say that with the utmost grace.
I understand. I'm giving you a hard time because that's
you gotta deal with what you can deal with. You gotta work with what you can work with. But at the same time,
take steps in the future.
A lot of us that are artists are adults, so you should be able to utilize all your options to be prepared for a show.
Right, absolutely.
Does that make sense?
No, you're absolutely
correct.
What
I'm trying to say? Because you ain't never hit me up for a show and said it's tomorrow.
No, you're absolutely correct.
So I've had time to. So
prepare.
That's.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just my mindset.
No, you're absolutely correct.
I feel like Nah.
Because the way
that's a big thing. I remember as an artist when I first started out, I didn't have no choice but to do that. But now there's so many people doing music to reach out. If y'all need help, hit me up. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll send it to my guys, and we'll lower your track and the vocals and get you a show mix.
Yeah.
Hit up Milky Made the Beat. Hit somebody.
No
up.
shit. I hit up
hit up somebody
before he hit
so
fame.
many people.
Do you know who Bumboy is?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
before he went fucking famous,
Bro, I didn't realize how like a bigger a following he was, and he actually just accepted my friend request the other day. So I'm like, dang, this dude actually is doing this thing. So,
he been killing it.
I never
for
met him, but shout out Bumboy.
Yeah. When that genre first started hitting around COVID is when I feel like I might be wrong. We'll get you on the podcast soon. He's declined twice. He's like, dude, I'm too fucking camera shy. I don't know if I can do it. I was like, dude, you're fine. He blew the fuck up, and he did a show when I did the first Say So festival. I got a hold of him. I was like, yo, man, I need help. I just need songs put together. Can you help me? He goes, yeah, dude, you need your vocals fixed or anything like that? I was like, what does that mean? I don't know. And I was never the kid in class that was scared to raise his hand. Like, I'm dumb. I love asking questions. I might as well put it to use. So I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. So
you want to do it the right way.
Yeah, Bumboy had officially like he kind of educated me on a lot of like terminology and things of that nature. Granted, it didn't stick with me, but at the time, it was perfect for a year. Perfect. So shout out to Bumboy because I've always been a fan of his, and for him to just be like, yeah, man, I'll make your mix for free. I'll pay you. He's like, no, don't. Yeah. I'm proud that you got your first show. Like, this is awesome. So shout out to Bumboy.
That's love for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes it's a little harder, and sometimes it's not as complex as you think it is just to get a fucking show mix.
Right. Yeah, we went on a rabbit hole about the whole.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's the premise of the Doug's Talk podcast. It's just two homies smoking down, relaxing, just telling
That's
stories.
just my personal opinion because
that's why I asked you because I understand.
Because look, if you mess up on a word, when the backing vocals are there, they'll be able to tell. If you do that when they're not there, you can just pick it up and nobody will ever know. Yeah, I mean, just little tactics and things like that to where you have to just make it work.
I would note also, rehearse your songs before you go on stage, you dumb motherfuckers. I do, and he said again with the most love. Yeah. I mean it with the most disrespect. I mean, you sitting around all goddamn day texting, not doing a goddamn thing, fucking smoking, getting high, not doing fuck all. You can listen to your 4 songs for your 15-minute set list so you know the words. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And I'd say that because the first show of the Misfits summer tour, I knew about 4 out of the 30-minute set that I did. And I was, oh my God.
How'd you feel after that set?
I went
when you reflected. How did you feel?
I went home and it was hard to sleep because I was cringing so hard.
Yeah, you were like, damn.
Why the fuck didn't I study?
Yeah, exactly.
And because I was like, all of it went out the window. I was just excited that I put all these people on. I just had the opportunity to be like, hey, I'm making this. I want my friends to come do this show too. I like it, and so it was a fucking problem. And then by the mixtape release party, it was perfect, dude. For like a whole week, I was just in here getting high as shit. Like, fuck, I'm not.
Listen to your own shit.
I might as well listen to my own shit so I can know what's going on. Yeah,
exactly.
And the whole shout out thing, you're absolutely correct. There wasn't a single time after a song where you and I on set weren't shouting out the DJ, the owner, the venue, or sound, go get food.
Somebody in the crowd or something.
Yeah, you and I were shouting each other out, go get a T-shirt. Exactly, talking to each other. The environment are always very professional and respectable when you come in.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've seen a lot of local artists. I won't lie. I've been to a lot of basement shows. I've been to a lot of heroes. I fucking get it. However, I don't care. I don't give a fuck enough to lie to you. Yeah. You're genuinely one of the best local artists I've ever seen. And performing live was genuinely a joy to watch.
Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
And I've been to fucking Voodoo Fest 4 years running. You know, I've seen Childish Gambino. I've seen D.O.U.G. fucking Post Malone in concert. I am very impressed with your artistry.
I appreciate it.
Like it's, I almost said tapestry.
I got one of those though with Tuzzy Treez logo on it.
Fuck dude. I can't wait to see what happens in the future with you because I only see up. Yes, you know what I mean? Like genuinely within the next year or two.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Yeah, of course, bro. I'll always give flowers when they're earned. I've never been that person.
And I can say the same about you too. Yes, sir.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, I genuinely see you having a song with Dizzy Wright and Dimrick within the next 2 years.
Hey, that's dope. Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
I was on the way to get my tattoos today. I got 2 fucking shoulder pieces and they hurt.
Man, Doug be on this, man. Y'all tell this boy.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons, ladies and gentlemen. Actually,
man, he be on these tats.
here's a word from our sponsor.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I was listening to "Roll My Weed" by Dimrick and Dizzy Wright. And I was pulling the tattoo shop, and I was bummed there wasn't a third verse because I was like, I genuinely was so high driving that I was like, where the fuck is Tuzzy verse at? And I was like, he's not even on this fucking song. And it fits so perfectly. I was like, damn, I'm gonna see a Tuzzy and Dizzy Wright feature in the future. Like I know just the core era of just like
manifestation is real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't blow my high. The police trying to catch me while I'm riding by. Don't blow my high. Don't let me roll my weed. Like it's such a good fucking song.
Yeah.
I saw you on it immediately.
That's life right there.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They're rapping about being black and driving by police and shit like that. Like, yeah, it's things that I can't personally relate to in that sense, but I know that not only can you, but you have rapped about it before in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's up, my guy?
you and I are stoners.
Super stoned.
As a matter of
I'm
fact,
still stuffing this cone.
As a matter of fact, you and I both have had our own strains.
Right.
Right. I want to know who is your dream like blunt rotation, and I say blunt rotation just because that's the universal term.
Yeah.
I understand. Like Seth Rogen doesn't smoke blunts; he only smokes joints.
Right,
Snoop Dogg doesn't smoke blunts anymore.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, Wiz Khalifa doesn't smoke blunts anymore. Snoop Dogg will still smoke a blunt. Like, so who in your idea is your top 3 blunt rotation?
Top 3? That's crazy. All right, so are they alive?
It doesn't matter.
It
Dead or
doesn't
alive.
matter?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just do top 3 right now. I'll just throw 3 out there. We'll have to go with Wiz Khalifa off top, just because Taylor Gang.
Absolutely positive.
That was big. That was big.
That's a big era for everyone.
Yeah,
dude.
that was big for me. We'll go with that. We'll go with Lil Wayne.
Say that again.
Lil Wayne.
Perfect.
Lil Wayne.
One of the greatest lighter flicks of all time.
Yeah, that's the goat.
That's who I want.
Rap.
That's who I want to light it. Strictly just so I can know that like he's lighting it and I can hear the flick and be like, oh,
yeah.
fuck
And
yeah.
and a third one would probably have to be. Man, it'd probably have to be the breeder of this strain that I grew. And that's my homie out of Denver. He goes by the name of J-Mac. I'd probably have to put him in rotation because this candy cake is gas. So I feel like all of us smoking together, we're about to get some shit going.
I swear, dude.
Yeah. And a close fourth, Devin the Dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
He
He's
shows
a
up
good
after the
sub.
first
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean?
You know
he was
what
on the
I'm
way.
saying? I'm sorry, J-Mac, but I might still be in for Devin the Dude.
That's respectable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I completely understand.
Yeah. But yeah. What about you? What about you, man? I want to know real quick off the top of your, who would you smoke weed with right now?
Oh,
Dream rotation.
Mac Miller, if he was still alive.
Okay.
R.I.P. That's my my fucking goat.
Hey, long live Mac.
Paul Pierce, because I know that he smokes fat backwoods, and I would just
Paul
love
Pierce?
to. I would love
He used to
to.
be one of my favorite basketball players.
He is my.
I had his shoes. Back in the day.
Absolutely.
Those
You're fucking right.
The flat ass Paul Pierce Nikes, bro. I had those.
Eat that dick,
fucking
boy.
Flat as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Be getting sin splints. Paul Pierce, you wrong for those shoes.
Damn
fam.
right. Absolutely wrong for it. But
that probably was how his feet grew, though. They're probably perfect for him.
Dude, I swear to God.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who's your third though?
To laugh, probably Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Seth Rogen, and a fourth just to come in and just drop some weed off, probably. Oh, fuck. Probably Snoop.
That'd be dope.
Because realistically, if Mac's around, I would want Snoop to be with him, just because Snoop and Mac together would be incredible.
That'd be dope, like a dope ass experience.
Yeah, just because they were the best part of Scary Movie 5. That intro where they're like talking to the cabin in the woods, like that's one of the funniest fucking skits of Scary Movie ever. Yeah, I've been a fan of Seth Rogen my entire life. I wouldn't want to smoke with like. I'm not an Adam Sandler. Like I wouldn't want to smoke with Adam Sandler or anything like that. He's not in my top 5 or fucking Willie Nelson respectively, but like, so I'm from Southern Texas, so like we used to have Nah, I lied. So it's Mac Miller, Seth Rogen, and realistically Eddie Griffin.
Nice.
And yeah, I've
Nice.
growing up. I grew up in a very predominant like Hispanic and black neighborhood.
Yeah.
So like I was the only white kid. I was Baby Powder growing up.
Yeah.
That was legit my nickname around there. And so
That's
like
crazy.
we only had VHS tapes of all Def Jam
You have a
sets.
mixtape and call it Baby Powder.
Oh, fucking A, right.
bro, that's
So, like,
hard.
watching, like, old Bernie Mac and Eddie Griffin and all these people on Def Jam, it just kind of made me who I am. So, I didn't really have, like, white role models growing up.
Yeah.
I think the only white role model I saw for a little bit was Tony Hawk, and then I
Hey, that's a good one though.
Facts, though.
'Cause I used to skate too. So
I'm
yeah.
fucking A, right. And then I hit a hole and went, like, 4 feet and fucked my entire chest up. And I was like, that's it, bro. The breath knocked out of me. My shit was all scraped up. I was done.
Yeah, that's great.
But I only grew up with, like, Hispanic and black role models.
Yeah, so your culture.
Yeah, oh, fucking A, right, dude. Of course, like,
Of course.
I still to this day will get high as fuck, and like if she'll be asleep, I'll pull up on YouTube like full episodes of the Wayne Bros. Like John Witherspoon is one of the greatest father figures of all time, and you can't tell me otherwise. It doesn't matter what he's in.
Man.
He's just he was great in Friday. Like I've seen all the
sure,
Fridays before I saw all the Star Wars movies. Like
That's crazy. I was backwards. I for some reason as a kid I loved Star Wars. Like Darth Vader was my thing.
Oh,
from, like,
yeah.
3.
don't get me wrong,
I
I
was
saw
walking
like
around the house like I was him. I don't know why.
I saw
It's
them,
crazy.
but I remember watching the first 2 Friday with my uncle first.
Yeah.
And then watching like Attack of the Clones and that gigantic Star Wars scene, and that got me encapsulated of like lightsabers are the greatest thing to Star Wars. I'm so sick of politics. Bring back the fucking gladiator shit. I
Yeah.
want it.
Let's duel.
Fucking ain't right,
Yeah.
dude. Battle of the Fates is incredible. Whatever. Natalie Portman in that fucking whatever, dude.
Bro, yes.
Uh,
Definitely childhood crush for sure.
Oh.
Adult crush too. What's up, girl?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But anyways,
So with
shout out to her.
with that being said, who is your nightmare blunt rotation?
Nightmare. It probably wouldn't be anybody in particular, but maybe a girl that leaves her lip gloss all in the blunt. She's
Okay.
in the rotation. The girl that holds the blunt while she's Snapchatting and shit,
Okay.
burning up the weed and not hitting
And
it.
she's making stories. She's not even.
Oh, she ain't even inhaling. She's making stories, fam. She's in the rotation. Let's see, another girl in the rotation, because I don't smoke with a lot of motherfucking dudes.
Yeah.
The other girl in the rotation is the one that's just she's just so high. You're like, how are you that high, and why am I not that high? She's in the rotation because if
She's
it's my blunt, I should be getting the highest. So yeah, that's the most bullshit rotation right there.
I respect that. Probably an old 55-year-old white woman art teacher. Number one.
Okay.
That one homie that swears he doesn't get that high and then he freaks the fuck out.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And then
that's
that
good.
homie that hits it too hard and then throws up.
Man, okay.
Yeah. Actually,
that's crazy.
funny story.
That's good. Yeah, what's
Episode
up?
previous to this, ladies and gentlemen, we did talk about it. But JDF, the guy with the glasses that did the I Need You song with me, that's performing and stuff like that.
yeah.
The first time he and I fully had like smoked and met, him and Perry came over for the first time.
Yeah.
This was like a week before we started to make music, and he hit the blunt. And then he smoked a full blunt with me. Perfectly fine. The 3 of us, no big deal. He hit the next one, bro. And that boy was gone. He went to the bathroom, threw up for like 30 minutes. Like he came out ghost white, bro. He was done for
He
it.
knew something was wrong when he came back. Huh?
Yeah, well, because he was like, I saw that he didn't feel good. I was like, yo, you good? And I was like, you need the bathroom? And he goes, I think so. And I was like, all right, man, I got you. So I walked him up here, and he goes, I was like, hey, bro, I was like, there's a cup under, there's a bottle of water. Like, I'll bring you one in just a second. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll be right on the counter, bro. Don't even trip.
Yeah.
I was like, just lift the seat up. I just cleaned the toilet. You straight. And he goes,
Super session right
thanks,
there.
bro. Yeah, and he was.
You were probably in here going Super Saiyan, and he was in there.
You
throwing
could
up.
hear it. You
Yeah,
could hear it through the wall. That's how hard he went.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So that's the only reason I say that. One time, I sat on that. I'm so sorry. A good segment of the story of the show is Dugan hogs the blunt, or Dugan lets it go out because he talks. Had a buddy.
Stuffed like 8 grams in there. You can let it go out.
We were just got off a fucking 12-hour shift at Denny's, and this kid came over. He was buying some weed from us way before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we had a fucking. You remember Outer Zone?
Yeah.
You're from Oklahoma, of course you do. So when Outer Zone was still around, we bought a little plastic, little Green Lantern looking bong.
Yeah.
Little water pipe.
Yeah.
we used to call it the Green Lantern because it tested your fucking might. It tested who was there, the light or the darkness.
Yeah.
And the darkness found that boy that day. He hit it, puked in the bong, came out, projectile vomited all over the floor, all over himself. Went to get up, passed out. Fell in his own vomit. Like, he got up and got up too fast. And just,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
That man's a father now.
Those are the type of people that be like, yeah, I don't really fuck with weed that much.
No, those are the liars that are like, no, dude, I smoke the fuck down.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say. And then that's how you figure out. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Dude, it's okay. You don't got a lot of kick. You can hit a blunt one time, and I'm not going to be
tap out. You're good. Yeah. More for me.
We're adults now. I don't give a shit. That's more for me.
My back was hurting today. I need this. You know what I'm saying? More
I got a headache, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. It rained. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a long week. I need that. I need a release.
Dude. Yeah. I got arthritis.
Straight up.
Terry Crews and everybody hates Chris. I got gout. Goddamn. You know?
What they always say, what that shit.
Okay, so
glaucoma.
I got glaucoma. You are the CEO and operator of Tuzzy Treez LLC.
Yes.
Yes. What in the entirety fuck is Tuzzy Treez LLC? What is it?
Okay.
Fully.
So what in the
completely?
fuck is a Tuzzy Treez?
Yes. Number one.
That's a respectable question. Tuzzy Treez. So let's see. Like you said, I'm out of Oklahoma with my business. So I'm a marijuana seed company. So I'm a licensed marijuana seed dealer. So legally, seeds are hemp.
Correct.
When they're on a dry weight basis.
Right.
So I can sell genetics to, let's say, in Oklahoma, California, Colorado, places where they can grow. I can sell my genetics to them, and then that's how I can get my name into the medical marijuana field rather than being in those places.
Yes.
So, and I also, since I'm an Oklahoma resident and all that, you know what I mean, have a medical card, I can grow plants.
Right,
so
absolutely.
I grow my own strains. I done made my own strains. So that's what made me start this, so I can sell my own seeds. And then kind of what I want to turn it into is a whole grow forum to where anybody that buys the genetics, they can always hit me up and I can teach them how to grow and help them with the growing process. You want to educate.
You want a non-pyramid scheme way to help the world through growing the best Tuzzy trees.
The best medical cannabis that they can. And then I'm essentially, I turn all that into a clothing line.
Okay.
So that's where the clothes come in. So it's the clothes are just repping the seed brand.
Yes.
So it's just a marijuana lifestyle brand that I'm just trying to bring awareness and break the stigma.
Okay,
much.
perfect. I
want
that.
my kids able to do things like this, and it's normal.
Yeah. How old are you?
29.
Okay. You're the same age as Ray. You are in the same premise as me and like a couple of my other friends where it's like, you remember how fucking dangerous it was to get weed back in the day, dude?
People don't even realize.
Dude, there's a Tom Segura bit. Shout out Tom Segura, Your Mom's House podcast, incredible podcast. But there's a bit that doesn't in one of his specials, and he was like, you know, fucking kids are how they're gonna grow up with weed, and be like, Dad, how did you get weed? And he's like, you know how I got weed? He's like, was it at the store? And he's like, no, Dad, it wasn't always at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Daddy had to get in cars with strangers and drive 45 minutes. And when you ask, they said, chill out, and you're like, okay.
You don't ask. So
then you're just like, oh, and then you go out to some guy's trailer in the middle of the forest, and you're really confused, and it's like Breaking Bad, but it's just for how much weight you trying to move? $20.
$20
of marijuana. I would like to move, sir. Like
that's crazy.
We drove from Hartford.
They knew what we had to do,
and it's like 20 minutes to Poto
to get some stems and seeds.
Dude, we drove I swear to God, we drove all the way to Weber Falls for weed.
Yeah,
at like 7 p.m. for like $25 worth of weed.
Yeah.
It like in like 2013 maybe.
I mean, that was the best car ride. Probably remember every detail.
Oh, dude, it was it was just the four dudes. It's just the homies.
Probably thought to this day that's the highest you've ever been. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was the first time we hotboxed a car.
Oh yeah, so
or the first time we hotboxed while driving. Sorry.
Oh, so y'all was lit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I remember the fucking Kendrick Lamar song.
Kids don't do that. Don't hotbox while you drive.
Never ever do that. The fucking Problem song came on, and we got so high we thought it came on 4 different times. like turns out
crazy.
It was just on repeat.
Oh wow.
We were like, dude, the radio's crazy. It was connected to our phone. We were like, the old cassette things that fucking hit dude.
To hit the tape.
Old iPhone without the fucking camera type shit, or iPod without the camera type shit.
Yeah, so you remember I told you every detail.
Absolutely. Yeah. So with you being an entrepreneur, you being in the seed game, you being the artist, the marketer, the entire CEO itself, I have to ask you on someone as I have to ask you something as someone that is in the medical marijuana game. I have to know, what is your favorite strand?
My favorite strain,
not including things that you have made.
Yeah, nothing that has anything to do with what I have going on.
Or what we have smoked today.
Man, my favorite would probably be gelato.
Ooh, okay.
Gelato would be my favorite, but even before gelato, probably was some like you have memories of like weed you used to get back in the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So probably the original Girl Scout cookies. I remember having some of that. I remember I had to like flush all of it down the toilet one time because it was crazy. We was crazy back then. Mm-hmm. So if you had anything loud, it was crazy. Yeah. And so, dang, it would probably be the original Girl Scout cookies or some lemon sour diesel. I had some of that back in the day, and that was great too. So I would probably pick those as my favorites besides gelato.
I remember meeting just old fucking farmers and just be like, what kind do you want? They'd have fucking giant mason jars. Like it's a dispensary now. Yeah. They would have it with labels on them. That's crazy. And I remember trying my first ever sour diesel, and I didn't know. It was from a personal home grower? Yeah, and I didn't know where my hands were. That's how high I got. Yeah. I remember being like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm nervous.
I remember that sativas back in the day. That shit will.
When everyone for 2 years was like, everywhere. What do you got? I got real Blue Dream. And you're like, oh, do you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Everything was Blue Dream.
Yeah. And I remember.
Everything was Granddaddy Purr.
Oh, I remember one day it was not Blue Dream because it looked 10 times better than Blue Dream. And I'll never know what the fucking what the name of it was, but it was beautiful. And we got so fucking stoned that we were just like, do y'all want to leave the living room? And they were like, not really. No, so we all planned the idea of like, all right, we're all gonna take turns going to grab something from the bedroom, because it was me, Corey, and my homie Chaz, and Colby. We all lived in this 2-story house right next to our high school that Corey's family, they were renting out. Yeah. And so Corey was renting out when he got out of the military, and I was paying some of it too. So we were like, Chaz was going to school right next door. Colby just graduated working construction. We proceeded to each grab something out of the big bedroom of Corey's. Yeah. And we all grabbed it. We took turns pulling a fucking king mattress in there, dude. Put up against the couch because it lined up perfectly there, so there was no like lean or anything. Mm-hmm. So we all had a gigantic king size fucking what's bigger than the king?
Queen.
No, Queen's smaller. What is it? Alaskan?
Oh, I thought it was like California King.
Oh, Cali King. That's what it is.
Is that what it is? California King? Yeah.
Okay. It was that one, and we fucking put that one up and laid in it, and all 4 of us are in this gigantic ass bed with our own blankets, just getting high as shit, watching rom-coms for like 12 straight hours, smoking this weed, bro.
High as fuck.
Like back when you used to make Ace last for 3 days.
Bro, back when you had to. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Because it was so sketchy to get weed, and there was so many variables. Yeah, you had to last.
Dude, it looked like a fucking cracked in when they walked in, because we were just stuck. It was the first time indica finally meant into couch. Like that was the first time I was really like, oh no, I'm that commercial, bro. I'm an airhead.
That one where she's like this. She's like,
yeah, dude. I love the meme of just being like, I want to know what the fuck she's smoking, dude. What the fuck?
I almost feel like that right now, smoking all that.
I swear to God. Yeah. So before we get you out of here, I want to ask you some fan questions that are sent from season 2. Okay. Answer them as honestly as you would like. Okay. J. Cole. Nope, I lied. It's different now. I forgot. What? Drake or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar.
I respect that.
All right.
What is the best Power Ranger? And if you are not aware of any Power Ranger specifically, color is perfectly fine.
Yeah, so I always remember having the red one.
Okay.
And I thought the white one was dope.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Both respectable answers. Yeah. Who is the best Spider-Man?
Who's the best Spider-Man?
Yep.
And
there's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
There's only right opinions for this.
No, I feel that. So I played the Spider-Man video game. So it's always gonna be Peter Parker.
It's always gonna be Toby.
Tobey Maguire. Oh yeah. Tobey Maguire. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always gonna be him, man, because like shit.
Yeah, it's the original Spidey.
I played the video game. I don't play video games now, so that's like
Spider-Man.
To me, that's the real Spider-Man. Everybody else is just trying to be him.
Yeah, I respect that. What is you being Tuzzy Treez LLC? Mm-hmm. I have to know, what is the best song to smoke to?
To smoke to? Man, that's a hard one.
Personally, one of my, I can't turn it down ever is "Bowl for Two" by the Expendables. It's like very sublime. It's great.
Right now, my go-to smoking songs would probably be that damn "Find a Way" by Wiz Khalifa and Currency. That's a good one. That they had this little album called 2009 that's on that. And then let's see, there's another one, and it's an older one, probably Stoner's Night Part 2. Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa.
Oh my God.
Hold up, man. Juicy J from Tilly. Yeah. That old one. Yeah, that's a good smoking song
It's so
too.
old that Juicy J used to make birthday cake flavor fucking papers.
Man, it's crazy. Those papers used to fuck everybody up.
Yeah, they got me sick as fuck one time.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. But hey, shout out to him. I'm trying to, a paper brand is a good.
Make it out of him.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm sure it went well for him.
It really did.
Yeah.
If you could listen to one album forever, what would it be?
One album?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's a good question. Damn. I'd probably listen to Triple X's album. With the question mark. Triple X Temptation.
Sad. I think it's what it was, maybe.
Is that one what it was called?
Something
I think
like
he
that.
had a song like that, but I don't. It was with the question mark.
Yeah. That's a good ass album. If you have the ability to dunk and play the same caliber of LeBron James basketball, but you can never have sex again, would you do it?
Never have sex again?
Never have sex
but
again.
I can do everything else besides sex?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm a PlayStation baby.
I respect that. What was your first console?
My first console ever that I had?
Yep.
Oh, man. Probably... I had all of them. I had Super Nintendo.
I respect that.
I had everything. I had my favorite one probably though was a Nintendo 64. I love playing Donkey Kong and NFL Blitz.
Dude,
Bro, I don't know if anybody played NFL Blitz.
Everyone played NFL Blitz. I promise you.
You don't want it in
Trust
NFL
me.
Blitz.
Do you remember your first fist fight?
First fist fight? Yeah, kind of, yeah.
What age? Or what grade?
I was probably in like 7th grade. Because I told my friend, so what happened was my homie had just like, I don't know, he had just got into it with somebody and got beat up. And I was like, well, if the guy says anything to me, I'm going to say something. And then I told my other friend, I'm like, hey, if he hits me, you hit him. And then, me and the guy got into it. And then next thing I know, the dude is just laying on the ground. I'm like, or not laying on the ground, he was just like leaned up on the seat because it was in the bus. We were in the school bus. So he was like leaning on the seat. And he was like, "Oh man, hey man, I wasn't even fighting you." And my homie had hit him. So and then I was like, man, that was the realest thing ever. So it was crazy. Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the first.
What is your pleasure movie? Like you can just watch something over and over and over again, no matter what.
It's crazy. Probably Superbad.
It's a great fucking
Superbad. Yeah, Superbad. I'm gonna stick with that.
That's a classic
that's
answer.
That's so timeless.
It truly is.
Every age it goes hard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Where can
what's that movie party?
Project X.
Project X.
We just did
that
a reefer recaps on that on the Saturday morning cartoon channel.
I'm gonna check that out.
It drops in 2 days.
Oh, you about to drop it?
Yep.
Cool.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and check out Tuzzy Treez' new song on July 17th. It has officially came out by now, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear it. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Tuzzy, where can we find you at?
So you can find me on all platforms. Just type in TUZZY. If you type in the U and hold it down on your phone with the straight line across from it, you'll find me way quicker.
I respect that.
I always have to say that. But yeah, I do have that song dropping July 17th, Hands Up. It's gonna be a great song. I also have a show in Fort Smith.
What day?
On July 19th. So I think that's on a Friday or Saturday.
It's a Friday.
It's on a Friday. So July 19th in Heroes, I'll be on the lineup. It's a rock show, and they wanted to throw some hip-hop in, so I'm going to be the hip-hop act.
I love it.
Yeah, come support if you're in town.
Yep.
And also the 21st, that's my 30th birthday.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So big 30. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm probably gonna celebrate at that show.
I'm so excited that we got.
Come see me at the show.
Yeah, I am so glad that we got this in. I'm so happy early birthday, man. I'll be in Colorado. Like
appreciate it. Yeah,
it means the absolute world that you're here, man. Hell yes.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
love to do it.
Hit him up in the description below. It'll have all of his music, his links, his brand, the entirety of everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another incredible of Doug Talks. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Truly,
thank you so much.
It's an honor to have you here. You're nothing but professional. You've been nothing but an absolute gentleman and a great person. You said how you've been respectful to my mom, to Allison. You've been a great fucking person overall and guest in my home, and without a doubt, you're a very good man.
Thank you so much, man.